as the description says here, it's a local online interactive community center, or hopefully going to be kind of like a community center for Ferdinand, just an online platform that's going to provide Ferdinand with a little more opportunity to make online connections with your neighbors, strengthen the infrastructure, and ultimately help sustainability for yourself and for the community. So, as we say here, it's a little bit Facebook, a little bit local newspaper, it's a little bit town bulletin board, and a ride board. But there's lots of tools inside the site that are under development. What's important right now is that we are just in ongoing development. So starting to populate the site with a pilot committee like you is really important, because once we introduce this to the public, we want to have some folks as members, have some things posted on the site, which we'll show you in a second, and so that there's some content there and folks there when people come on the site. And what's really, really exciting is that Amy and I got to choose Ferdinand out of all the local towns around us, and as only one of two in the USA, to be a part of this pilot program. The third one is in Tatamagouche, Nova Scotia. So this is a really big deal, and we want to make the Ferdinand version highly successful, and your help in just exploring the site, adding some things is going to be so huge. So this is just a little video to show you how to sign up, to introduce you to the demo. You see this pointer here, this yellow pointer. Follow that, and I'm just going to show you a few things, and then check the email for just some light invitations of things that maybe you could do on the site that would be helpful to you in getting to know it, but would also be helpful to us in getting to populate it and test it before introducing it to the public. We welcome your feedback. We love your inspiration and encouragement and suggestions, so please share those if you can. And so let's jump in here. The first thing you might want to do is right here, is to try out the demo. That'll kind of help you explore the site. So let's do that. Let's open it up. You just click there, and then you can choose any one of these great characters. I personally like Beep Bop. It's a great name. She's cool looking. So let's choose her. So you just choose one of these characters though. And through the choice of these characters, you will be able to try out things like creating a classified ad or just looking at them, trying out setting up a request for a ride or answering a request for a ride, trying to change Beep Bop's profile information, or letting Beep Bop set up a pseudo event, okay? But when you come out of here, please understand this is just the demo, just for you to get familiar with the site. From there, we'll want to take you back to the real site and have you sign up. But let's say you came in here to the demo. So again, that is simply coming back here, choosing want to try our demo first. I think I would. All right, and I want to be Beep Bop, so I click here. And it's going to just automatically log you in. And so here you are on the main page. Now, if you want to make this page larger, if you're on a PC, you can do Control and the plus sign like that. If you're on a Mac, you can do Control and a plus sign. Currently, the site is best viewed from your computer. So if it's too big, again, Control and minus or Command and minus, okay? But for my sake today and my 56-year-old eyes, I'm going to make it a little bigger, so Control plus plus for me. You can also use your zoom feature. So when you come on the site, again, this is the demo. There's a menu here. Let's leave that for now, and let's put some energy into here. This set of tabs, and also here, which is your dashboard. So starting first just by introducing you to the dashboard, this is where you're going to see that you have notifications, new messages, a history of your notifications. It shows you here that in this demo, Beep Bop has 2 scheduled trips coming up, but there's 33 available trips and a breakdown of where those trips are going. There's classified ads that shows you that there's 59 recent ads that Some are in giveaways, some are in jobs, some are in the farm markets, yard sales, etc. It shows we have 30 member listings. Again, this is all a demo, but this is real, 244 local business listings, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute, including community statistics are here. There's a little feed here now of carpool trips, but coming soon will be a feed similar to Facebook showing all activity on the page. So when you scroll this page in the future, you're going to see things for sale or things that people are sharing as far as events and things like that. So in the future, you'll be able to see that there, and that's coming up in the very near future. But for now, I just want to show you this tab, Create Items. If you come on here, you can create a new carpool trip. You can create a new classified ad. You can create a message to send to another member or schedule an event. Okay, so you can test these things here. And so let's just do that for a minute. So let's say we wanted to request a new trip. So maybe you have a doctor's appointment. You would want to come here, standard shared trip. And you're requesting a ride. So you're going to come here. But if you're the driver, obviously you would come here. Maybe you're starting from Dale, but you need to go to Jasper. And you need to do that on Friday for a doctor's appointment. So you could come down here and say, I need to go to, the doctor in Jasper at noon. Anybody headed, I'm not typing well, that direction, okay? And here you can do special requests. So maybe you're like, I'm allergic to smoke. So looking for smoke free. Okay? And then you just say create. Oh, pardon me. I forgot to say noon there. So you also need to suggest sometimes you could do it. Maybe if they were leaving earlier in the morning, you could say late morning so you got there by noon. But you can pick one of these and then you say create. And now your trip is here, and it's also going to have been added to the dashboard here for not only you, but for other members. And now someone has the opportunity to edit that, okay? So now your trip will be listed under these carpooling trips here. Okay, so that's an example of requesting a trip. You can also practice, accepting one of these available trips. So this shows some coming up, and here you have 2 days left to accept Ferdinand to Jasper. So you could come in here and say, oh, who's going to Jasper from Ferdinand? You can see that it's Bree. You may know Bree. Red's riding along here. So this is the driver. This is one of the other riders, but there's room for you. So this kind of shows you who's going, gives you a little description about them. How many trips they've shared. That gives you a little indicator. Oh, they must be a pretty good driver or rider because they've been on a lot of different rides. And it gives you personal information about them as well for you to accept. But say you wanted to join this trip, you simply click here. Okay, and now you're in here and you have requested here your participation. So it's that simple. You've asked to ride along, and now you're going to wait for Bree to write you back and say, yes, I accept your ride. Now, in this demo, obviously Bree's not going to respond, but we're just trying to get you familiar with the site. If you're like, you know what, I'm not going to be able to go that day, I'll just cancel that. Are you sure you want to be removed from this trip? Yep. All right. Always return here to the dashboard. That's where your main hub of activity is going to be. Okay, so now let's look at some other things. There's the classified ad section. If you wanted to go in here, and again, there's a feed of some things people are listing for sale. Okay, We're in the process of adding more photos and things like that. But if we came in here and wanted to explore any of these, which we're going to be adding more of these tabs, these icons, I mean, so you would be able to help us identify some other things that would be helpful for Ferdinand to put in this classified ad section. But for now, let's go to for sale. And you can come down here and see things for sale. So maybe you're interested in this antique desk, you know. Here's a little more information about it. You can send them a message about it, discussions. This particular person, Kylie, hasn't shared pictures, but there is the opportunity to do that. But you might want to add a classified ad, and you can do that by creating a new ad here, or up here again, creating items, you know, a new classified ad here. So either which way you do it, you can come in there and go to for sale and put the title here, your description. You can come down here and browse to choose your images or link to an external Facebook page. Maybe you have it on there or somewhere else. Mainly, we're just wanting you guys to explore the site and try out some of these things. So that would be so helpful right now if you just focused on your dashboard, getting used to that, and getting used to creating items here. And here on your profile page, you'll see you can change your name, your image here by editing. You can say which destinations you most would love to potentially give someone a ride to or request a ride to. Changing all your personal information here. Okay. Keep going down here and filling out all this and then submitting. So there's ways you can update your profile there. Just wanting you to get on here and explore. There's also the calendar. Currently, the calendar will show either trips only. So this, you can toggle that switch there to show trips only or show events only. Again, you can always control ++ to make this a little bigger. In this instance, let's just look at available trips. You can see them here. You can click on them to go in and see what's available. Or if we toggle off and just show events, currently we don't have any on here, but you would be able to add an event. So again, how would you do that? You can do it here, or you can create an item and add a new scheduled event here. So let's have you guys explore. We'll come back here to the demo again, and okay. So after you've done that, if you'll just sign up here, that would be so wonderful. You just come in, and it's going to ask you, how well do you know Ferdinand? And so most of you all will know here things that, like here and here, and those are the two I recognize at this point. Let's see if that's, you know our town. All right. And then you proceed from there, because well done, you know your town, and you click here, right here, to sign up and become a member of Ferdinand Commons. And then here you're just going to put your name, first and last. You can choose your hometown, and again, it's either Dale, Ferdinand, Johnsburg, Mariah Hill, St. Henry, or St. Meinrad, with Ferdinand being the main focus and this being the microregion. So we're emphasizing this area currently. And then your email and password. You accept the terms and conditions, which is just a hold a harmless agreement that is explained here. And just register. And then when you get into the Commons, you're going to be back. So let me go back in and log in as me. And I'll just sign in real quick. And then once you've signed up, you're going to come in, and there's going to be a screen though here that just invites you to come up here and edit your profile. So you can come up here, we did this in the demo, and add a personal picture, all your personal details here, okay? And then we will be adding more members down the line. But right now, we're just trying to get you pilot committee members on here. So as much as you can do the things we talked about, which would be so helpful, creating items. If you can set up a carpool trip, a classified ad, a scheduled event, maybe that you know about, just exploring and adding a few things, just practicing doing that. And let's have some exchanges on here, and let's get your vision, and let's grow this thing grassroots for the town of Ferdinand. We're so grateful to you and so grateful for you. Please reach out if there's any way at all that we can support. And most of all, thanks for being you, and thanks for being here and helping us empower the Ferdinand community through Ferdinand Commons. We appreciate y'all. Thanks so much.